Former Chinese President Hu Jintao removed from Congress. Asian Americans celebrate anime Wong's new U.S. quarter coin. White House in talks with Musk to set up Starlink in Iran. Airline plans to offer you unlimited flights to Tokyo. South Africa moves to regulate crypto assets. Liz Truss's 44 days in office net her a £115,000 yearly stipend for life. Warner Bros. Discovery to begin selling Lord of the Rings NFTs. Giant fuel fire engulfs Mexico railway and homes.
Hello, I'm Amber. Thank you for joining us on FUNDAY News. It is Monday, October 24th, and here are your top stories. In the 20th Congress of Chinese Communist Party, as the world's media looked on, former Chinese President Hu Jintao was unexpectedly let out of Saturday's closing ceremony. The dramatic moment suggested that the 79-year-old was reluctant to leave the front row of proceedings at Beijing's Great Hall of the People, where he was sitting next to President Xi Jinping. Hu's departure was left unexplained, and the nation's censors appear to quickly scrub any recent references to him from the internet.
Video at the scene shows a steward attempting to take a sitting Hu by the arm before being shaken off. The steward then attempted to lift Hu up with both hands from under the armpits. A city sheet was filmed holding papers down on the desk as Hu tried to grab them. After an exchange of about a minute, Hu was let out of the hall. The week-long Congress occurred mostly behind closed doors, but Hu's departure occurred shortly after journalists were allowed in to cover the tightly choreographed closing ceremony.
According to the U.S. Mint, more than 60 years after the first Chinese-American actor Anna May Wong became the first Asian-American woman to receive a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, the pioneering actor has coined another first. Quite literally coined. With quarters bearing her face and manicured handset to start shipping Monday, October 24th, Wong will be the first Asian American to be honored on U.S. currency.
Born in Los Angeles in 1905, Wong started acting during the silent film era. She got her first big role in 1922 in The Toll of the Sea. In the early 1930s, Wong cast as characters reliant on tropes that would hardly be tolerated today. These roles included the untrustworthy daughter of Fu Manchu in Daughter of the Dragon and a sex worker in Shanghai Express. By the 1950s, Wong had moved on to television appearances. She died on February 2, 1961, a year after receiving her star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
CNN reported that last Friday, the White House was in talks with Elon Musk about setting up SpaceX's satellite internet service Starlink in Iran. The satellite-based broadband service could help Iranians circumvent the regime's restrictions on accessing the internet and social media platforms. The U.S. Treasury Department last month said that some satellite internet equipment can be exported to Iran, suggesting that the company may not need a license to provide satellite broadband service in the country.
Elon Musk had said he would activate Starlink in Iran to advance internet freedom and the free flow of information to Iranians. The Islamic Republic has been engulfed by protests that erupted after the death of 22-year-old Mahsa Amini in police custody last month. But now, even Iranian teachers have also called for nationwide strikes in protest over the deaths and detention of students. One student in his senior year of high school was killed after allegedly being shot with pellets by security forces on October 8th.
Japan's Star Flyer, a budget airline, plans to offer remote workers in Tokyo a monthly subscription that covers unlimited flights between the capital and Kita, Kyushu, with rental accommodation in the city where the airline is based included. In addition to rolling out the unlimited flight pass, Star Flyer is also looking to sell a flight and hotel package for pet owners that will let them fly with their pets next to them in a cage and enjoy a hot spring vacation in Oita Prefecture.
According to Bloomberg, the subscription model, which costs between 200,000 yen and 400,000 yen, or $1,340 to $2,680 per month, will offer flights between Fukuoka, a city in the south of Japan, and the capital Tokyo. Included in the offer is rented accommodation in and around Fukuoka, where living costs are much lower than in Tokyo. This will allow hybrid workers to move out of the capital while still being able to commute back as many times as they want.
I always needed time on my own. I never thought I'd be parents.
I take your blessings with your heartaches too. It's so easy and so wonderful to know it's you.
学习，一切从今天开始。FUNDAY 英语。
The Financial Sector Conduct Authority of South Africa said last Wednesday a crypto asset is a digital representation of value that must be regulated in South Africa from the date of publication. They plan to introduce regulations including applying foreign exchange controls and licensing crypto trading companies. The South African Reserve Bank said in May that regulation of crypto assets was in the offing and might come into force within 9 to 15 months.
And therefore, there's a need for regulation. And in the case of South Africa has actually announced that crypto assets are now going to be deemed as financial products.
The South African Reserve Bank said that it wanted regulation of crypto assets to prevent theft, money laundering, and undermining of monetary policy because the ubiquitous cryptocurrency could weaken the authority of the central bank. Brian Peterson, an expert from crypto buying and selling platform Easy Crypto, assumed that the regulation would apply to crypto trading platforms as well as those that provide advice or intermediary services for the buyers and sellers of digital financial assets.
Despite her short tenure as Prime Minister, Liz Truss is eligible to claim £115,000 or $129,306 per year for the Public Duty Cost Allowance for the rest of her life. The money isn't for private use, but rather to help pay for the additional costs like staffing faced by former prime ministers after being in public life. The idea of the shortest-serving prime minister ever receiving the payments has been controversial, with some pointing out that the money could be put to better use.
I have therefore spoken to His Majesty the King to notify him that I am resigning as leader of the Conservative Party.
The allowance was announced by then Prime Minister John Major in 1991 following the resignation of his predecessor, Margaret Thatcher. Payments are made by the Central Cabinet Office to reimburse past leaders for office expenses incurred due to the special position in public life. They are not allowed to spend the money on their private lives or to pay for their constituency office. The £115,000 limit is reviewed by the sitting Prime Minister at least once a year, but has remained unchanged since 2011.
As reported by Variety, Warner Bros. Home Entertainment has partnered with blockchain company Illuvio to launch The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring Web3 movie experience on October 21st, an NFT bundle that includes the extended 4K UHD version of the 2001 film, over 8 hours of special features, image galleries, and several hidden AR collectible assets. The Fellowship of the Ring NFTs will launch with a mystery edition priced at $30 and an epic edition available for $100.
And the fact that they have an NFT project now with its own marketplace and everything and its own wallet.
Warner Bros. Entertainment's EVP and General Manager Jessica Schell said that they wanted to make the NFTs available to fans while offering some level of scarcity and exclusivity, so have minted 999 copies of the Epic Edition and 10,000 of the Ministry Edition. The Fellowship of the Ring Web3 movie experience marks the first time a major studio has released a movie as an NFT. Warner Bros. Has set up a website for its WB Movieverse venture and reportedly plans to build out its NFT marketplace with other titles such as The Matrix.
According to authorities, a huge blaze erupted in the central Mexican city of Aguascalientes after a fuel tanker truck crashed into an overpass near a rail line, scorching homes, engulfing the area in thick smoke, and leading to a mass evacuation, but causing no fatalities. Mexican website El Universo said that more than 1,500 people were evacuated. Some homes and cars were gutted by fire. There are no reports of deaths, but several people were taken to the hospital. Police have detained the truck driver.
EI Universal reported that Mexico state oil firm Pemex has denied owning the truck, but said it is helping efforts to contain the fire. Some 200 firefighters were trying to contain the blaze in a dramatic video of the fire that went viral on social media, which included aerial shots of black smoke blanketing a large area of the city. One video showed a cargo train hurtling through flames. One video shot from a car parked nearby showed stunt drivers at the scene retreating from their cars, holding their children close.
FUNDAY News will help you sharpen your English skills and keep you informed about international current events. If you want to know more about our other programs and keep learning about the world's most important topics in English, please click the link in the description below to join FUNDAY for free. I'm Amber, your host. I'll see you next time.